This video is kindly brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform to create a beautiful online presence.
Hi, my name's Janelle and welcome back to Rosery Apparel. Today I'm back with another sewing tutorial. In this video, I'm so excited to be sharing how to make this lace panel midi skirt step by step. I've been wanting to add a skirt like this one to my wardrobe for a little while now. This is actually a pattern hack of my Clover pattern, which I'll have a link to down in the description below. It looks super impressive, but it's actually really simple, and I'm so excited to share all of the steps in this video. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it and let me show you how to make a skirt just like this one. For this project, you'll need approximately 3 meters or 3 yards of light to mid-weight woven fabric. You'll also need about 1 meter or 1 yard of lace fabric, and you'll need a copy of my Clover pattern, which you can purchase in either paper form or as a digital PDF. Start by cutting out the Clover skirt template pieces in your usual size. We'll be using all of the template pieces for this project, however, the pockets are optional and you can skip them if you prefer. Now let's do a little bit of pattern hacking magic. Take the skirt front and back and the skirt side pieces and locate the dotted lengthen shorten line. Fold the sides of the skirt template pieces up until this dotted line in order to make the edges of the template pieces straight. So your template pieces should now look a little something like this with the following measurements. Cut the template along the crease of the folded line and repeat this for the other skirt template piece. Take one of the triangle pieces we just cut away and draw a cut on the fold arrow along the edge. This is going to be our template piece for the lace panels of the skirt. Take your lace material and place the triangle template along the fold of the fabric. The lace I'm using has this beautiful scallop design along the bottom edge, and I want to utilize that beautiful detail in my skirt, so I'm placing my template as close to the bottom edge as possible. Do the same if you also have a decorative lace edge and want to use it in your skirt too. Then cut the triangle template from your lace fabric. Repeat this until you have 6 lace triangles. Next, take the remaining template pieces and cut them from your main fabric. If you're like me and are using a decorative lace for your skirt, then start by overlocking or zigzag stitching the raw bottom edges of all of your skirt pieces, and then fold and press the bottom edges up by about 1 centimeter or half an inch. This is just going to make hemming the skirt a lot easier at the end of this project, but if you're not using a decorative lace edge, you can completely ignore this step. To sew this skirt, we're going to start by sewing the lace triangles to the sides of the main fabric skirt pieces. So basically, they're going to be filling the triangle shapes that we cut away from the original template pieces. We're still going to be sewing the Clover skirt together as it is outlined in the original pattern instructions. However, before stitching the main skirt fabric pieces together, we're going to stitch the lace panels to the skirt pieces first in the following order. I actually found it best to stitch the front and the front sides together first, and then the back and the back sides together, which looked a little something like this once all the lace panels were stitched in place as well. This is going to make attaching the pockets easier later on. So with the right sides of the fabric facing, pin and stitch the lace triangles to the bottom edges of the main skirt pieces, being sure to match up the decorative lace edges with the folded up fabric edges if you're using a decorative edge like I am. If you're not using a decorative lace edge, still line up the bottom edge of the lace with the bottom edge of the fabric skirt pieces. You will just simply hem the entire skirt as normal at the end of the project. Once pinned in place, stitch the triangles to the main skirt pieces like this. Then once stitched, overlock or zigzag stitch the raw edges to prevent them from fraying. Using an iron on a low or a synthetic setting so that it doesn't melt the lace material, fold out and press the lace triangles flat, also pressing the seams away from the lace so that they won't be visible. Then with the right sides of the fabric facing, keep stitching the lace panels in place, making sure to stitch the skirt pieces in the correct order as outlined in the pattern instructions. As I get to work stitching all of these pieces together, let's just take a quick break to talk about the sponsor of this video.
This video has been very kindly sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform to create a beautiful online presence and launch your passion project. With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, you're able to design, build, and run your dream website all by yourself, no knowledge or background needed in coding whatsoever. You simply select from their range of beautifully designed templates, and trust me when I tell you, each template is just as beautiful as the next. And once you've chosen a template, you can then customize it and change it up as much or as little as you like. You can change the overall layout of the website, you can add all the different features you need to run your business successfully, and you can change up all the fun little details like the fonts and colors with just a few clicks. And now, thanks to Squarespace's new AI integrated software called Design Intelligence, they are able to build you a website from the ground up, which is perfect if you're a little bit overwhelmed as to where to start when it comes to a website design and build. You simply answer a few design prompts and answer a few questions about your business, and Squarespace will build you a website that is perfect for your needs and has everything you need to run your business successfully. One of my favorite things about Squarespace is just how easy they make selling and creating a customized online store. Whether you'd like to start making and selling your own products, create members-only content for your community, or start teaching through online courses, Squarespace have a whole range of payment options available, including subscription models and one-time fees, giving you the flexibility to create the business of your dreams. So if you'd like to create a website of your own, I totally recommend you go and check out Squarespace using the link in the description below this video and take advantage of their free trial so you can test out just how easy it is to use for yourself. And then when you're ready to launch your beautiful new website, head to squarespace.com/roseryapparel for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you so much Squarespace for sponsoring this video and for being such an incredible supporter of this channel.
Now that all the lace panels are stitched in place, fold the skirt pieces onto one another so that the right sides of the fabric are facing, and then pin and stitch the remaining unstitched edges together like this. Once stitched, don't forget to overlock or zigzag stitch the remaining raw edges to prevent them from fraying. Now it's time to attach the pockets. Like I mentioned, pockets are optional for this project, but if you would like them, which I totally recommend as nothing beats a garment with pockets, start by overlocking or zigzag stitching the curved raw edges to prevent them from fraying. And then place the pocket pieces to the skirt sides with the right sides of the fabric together and matching the notches together. If you forgot to cut out the notches like I did, just simply use the template pieces to locate where the pockets are to be placed. Then pin and stitch the pockets in place, overlocking the raw edges once they are stitched. And then with the right sides of the fabric together, place the skirt fronts onto the skirt back, matching the pockets together, and stitch the sides together, making sure to stitch around the pockets and at the same time stitching the last lace panels in place like this. Then all that's left to do is finish the skirt as per the original Clover pattern instructions. Lastly, when it comes to the hemming with the decorative lace edge, just simply skip the lace pieces and stitch the folded edges of the main fabric that we pressed up earlier. If you don't have decorative lace edges, just hem the skirt as normal. And your gorgeous lace panel skirt is now complete. So, how does this finished skirt look?
So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you're now inspired to have a go at making a skirt just like this one for your own wardrobe. This skirt honestly has turned out just so cute, exactly how I hoped it would. It's so cool as well how the kind of sheer lace panels have a very similar floral design as the print of the vintage bedsheet. That was kind of a really happy accident and I just think it looks really cool. I'm in love with how it turned out. If you did enjoy this video and if you found it helpful, it would really mean a lot to me if you could give it a like, as that really helps me out. And be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already for more sewing type videos just like this one. Thank you so much for watching this video until the very end, and I'll see you in the next one.